In the beautiful subject, the last module in the third unit is Introduction to Single Phase Transformers. What are single phase transformers? It is a type of transformer which utilizes single phase alternating current, in which the transformer relies on a voltage cycle that operates in a unified time. The working principle of the single phase transformer is based on Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. The transformer is an electrical device which is having no moving parts, which is transferring electric energy by means of mutual induction from one circuit to another at the same frequency, which usually change the values of voltages of the circuit, which consist of two windings. These two windings are insulated from each other and wound on a common core made up of magnetic materials. The construction is represented by means of this diagram. The AC supply is given to primary winding with a voltage of V1. The primary windings are having N1 number of turns. In the secondary side, secondary windings are there. V2 is the voltage across the secondary windings by means of flux linkages, by means of electromagnetic induction in the secondary side, voltage is increased. The alternating voltage is connected across on the windings called primary winding. Both the windings form EMF is induced by electromagnetic induction. Construction of single phase transformer. Over the magnetic core, one side primary windings are wounded, which is connected to the applied alternating current supply. In the secondary side, secondary windings are wounded. The another end of the magnetic core, the secondary windings are wounded. Um, in the secondary winding is connected to the load efficiency. The major components of the transformers are magnetic core, primary and secondary winding, as well as insulation of windings. The key components are magnetic core or core. It is made up of silicon steel laminations to reduce current losses. The core provides a low reluctance path for the magnetic flux. The secondary component is primary windings. It is connected to the source of alternating supply. The number of turns in the primary winding is kept as minimum as possible to reduce copper losses. Secondary windings, it is connected to the load. The number of turns is adjusted to get the required output voltage value from the induced EMF. The magnetic core consists of an iron core. The transformer core is generally laminated and is made up of good magnetic material like silicon steel. The thickness of laminations or stampings varies from 0.35 mm to 0.5 mm. The laminations are insulated from each other by coating, um, as well as the coating of varnish. There are two types of magnetic cores. One is core type, another one is shell type. So first, we will see the core type of transformers. The core type of transformers are look like in this manner. It has only one magnetic part. It has two limbs for two windings and is made up of two L-type stampings. The coils used usually are cylindrical type and are usually wound. For the transformers of higher rating, step 4 with the core of square or rectangular cross section is used. Insulating cylinders are used to separate the windings from the core and each other. Then the how the shell type transformers will. Okay, the core surrounds the considerable part of winding. The two windings are carried by central limb. The core is made up of E as well as I stampings, which has three limbs. It has two parallel paths for magnetic flux. The coils used are a multi-layer disc type as well as which are wound in the form of pancakes. Each layer is insulated from each other by means of paper. Then windings. There are two windings are there in transformer, primary as well as secondary. The windings are normally made up of copper. The third one is insulation. Paper is still used as the basic conductor insulation. Enamel insulation is also used as the inter-turn insulation for low voltage transformer. For power transformer, enameled copper with paper insulation is used. What is meant by the principle of operation of single phase transformers, which is Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, which is works on the mutual induction between the two windings. Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. When an alternating current flows through the primary windings, it produces an alternating magnetic flux around the core. According to Faraday's law, this changing flux induces an EMF in the secondary winding. What is the EMF equation of single phase transformer? The formula for the EMF equation of a single phase transformer is 4.44 times frequency into N into pi, where F is the frequency in hertz, N is the number of turns of windings, pi is the flux density in weather, N1 is the number of turns in the primary winding, N2 is the number of turns in the secondary. What is meant by transformation ratio? For an ideal transformer, V1 is equal to E1, V2 is equal to E2. So V1 I1 is equal to V2 I2. Then what is the ratio of V2 by V1, which is equal to I1 by I2? Then I1 by I2 is equal to E2 by E1. So E2 by E1 is equal to N2 by N, which is equal to I1 by I2, which is nothing but transformation ratio. If number of turns in the secondary is greater than number of turns in the primary, means the transformation ratio is greater than 1, then the transformer will be a step-up transformer. Suppose the number of turns, that is K is equal to less than 1. The number of turns in the secondary is less than number of turns in the primary, means the transformation ratio will becomes less than 1. Now the transformer is called as step-down transformer. What is meant by voltage ratio? Ratio between secondary voltage to primary voltage is called as voltage ratio. What is meant by current ratio? Secondary current, the ratio of secondary current to primary current is called as current ratio. Classifications of transformers. Transformers are classified into several categories. The first type is duty they perform. The first one is power transformer. These power transformers are used for transmission as well as distribution purpose. Second one is current transformer, which is for instrument transformer. Third one is potential transformer, which is also for instrument transformer. The second category is based on the construction, which is called as core type transformer, shell type transformer, and berry type transformers. Third category is depends upon the output voltage, which is called as step down transformer, step up transformer, as well as auto transformer. Step down transformer means the voltage is less compared to the prime. Step up transformer is the output voltage is, that is the secondary voltage is higher than the input voltage. Auto transformer is which is the variable, which can provide the variable voltage from 0 to the rated range. Next one is application transformers, welding transformers, as well as furnace transformers. Next type is based upon the cooling mechanism used. First one, duct type transformer. Second one, oil immersed type, which consists of many categories: self cool, forced air cool, water cool, forced oil cool. Then next variety is based on the input supply. Again, it is classified into single phase transformer, three phase transformer. In the three phase transformer, star to delta, delta to star, delta to delta, open delta, as well as hot connections. We will see some of the advantages of single phase transformer. The construction of the single phase transformers are simple and robust, highly reliable, nearly sinusoidal voltages and current, flexible voltage ratio, isolation between primary and secondary circuits. Even though there are several advantages are there, some drawbacks are also there. Phase one, low size due to one coil per phase, then unbalanced current in three-wire system. The third point is lower efficiency compared to three-phase transformers. Some of the applications of a single-phase transformer for domestic power supply, step-down distribution is used, welding transformers, battery chargers, small industrial drives, UPS system, street lighting, electric railway traction system. These are some of the topics related to single phase transformer. We have seen some topics related to construction, principle of operation, advantages, types, applications, as well as drawbacks.